Allow me to tell you another story of how do you effectively get someone to change their thinking, therefore their feeling, therefore their behavior 180 degrees. Okay? So on this day, I was teaching another leadership seminar in the city of South San Francisco. Not San Francisco itself, but South San Francisco. It's where the San Francisco airport is located. And as a matter of fact, I lived there when I first came to America from Australia. So in the seminar room, one of my students was a young millennial, okay? And she is really bright and she wants to learn, okay? And she has had one job and one job only before. And it's with a tech startup. And just like 99.999% of them, it also did not work out. And she's very proud of her time there because not only it was her first job, it was also something that they felt they were going to become the next Google, the next Facebook, or what have you. And throughout the morning, okay, whatever I taught, don't do this, don't do that in business, okay, the managers who had been managing for a while, and they would say, oh, made that mistake last month, made that mistake last week, why didn't I come here earlier? And then the seasoned managers with decades of experience would sit there and go, oh God, made that mistake 3 times over the past whatever decades. And yeah, that's painful when you make that mistake. But this young lady, this young millennial, she would sit there and she would just go, but no, at the company that she worked for before, that's what we did. And she intends to start her own business. And then now when she starts her own business, she intends to do whatever that tech startup did, okay? She intends to repeat whatever they did, okay? Not realizing that's why that business is out of business. So yes, she was participating, she was learning, but to the seasoned managers, this is becoming disruptive. It's becoming a waste of time. So they started looking at me and their eyes, okay, were sending me a message, which is, hey coach, do something about this quickly, okay? She's becoming a time waster for the seminar. So I thought, okay, I better put on my coaching hat on very quickly and then see if I can help her right away, okay? So I said to her, I said, my first job here in America after I came here from Australia, it was also with a tech startup. It was during the time of .com bubble. We called it .com, we didn't call it tech startup, okay? It was actually right here in the San Francisco Bay Area. The office was in San Mateo, and I lived in the city of South San Francisco, right here, where we're having this seminar in this hotel, okay? And that tech startup also did not work out. But how do I feel about it, okay? I learned so much. I learned what not to do in business, in tech business, okay? How not to write a software, who not to hire to come and write software for you, and what is not a product, and what is not even a business idea, and so on and so forth, okay? How not to run a team, how not to hire people, who not to hire, everything. They did wrong with everything, which was great for my education. And not only I learned a lot, I also did not have to pay a tuition fee. I did not have to go get a student loan. And not only did I not having to pay a big fat tuition fee, I got paid for my learning. I got paid with my big fat Silicon Valley salary, okay? And it's been over 20 years to the day that I was teaching this seminar with this young lady and the other managers. And I said to them, in my own personal businesses to this day, whenever I come upon a fork in the road, I don't know what to do, I just look at that company, the .com that I work for, and take a look at what they did, how they did it, and I just do the opposite. Whatever they did, I just do the opposite. And it has served me very well to this day, okay? And then I said to her, you're so smart, okay? You figured out, okay? There is a reason that company you used to work for, they are no longer with us. There's a reason, okay? There's a reason that 99.999% of tech startups don't work out. And the reason they are no longer with us here is because everything they did it, and then I stopped, and then I did this. I was waiting for her to come out to say, wrong. And she did. She sat there, she go, wrong? And I said, yes, you got it. You are so smart, okay? And I said, look, be proud of your experience with that company, okay? And learn from it learn from their mistakes. Okay, there are 3 ways to learn in life. You learn from books, you learn from watching other people making mistakes, and you learn from your own mistakes. All right, so in this instance, learn from their mistakes, whatever they did. Okay, don't just copy and paste. You should copy, flip, and then paste. She said there was like, that was the biggest learning I had over the past 5 years, whatever, can I get coaching from you? Can I get one-on-one coaching from you? So that was effective coaching. Okay, quickly influence and persuade someone, change their thinking, their understanding, their thought about something. So you change their feeling about something. So you change their behavior, their action toward something. Okay, pre that short coaching session, her action, her behavior was wanting to copy and paste whatever that failed tech startup did in business. And the feeling that causing her to do that was, it was the pride of my life. I was part of something that could have been something. Okay, and what I did, okay, was yes, okay, be proud of it, keep the pride. Okay, and yes, do go out there, try to start your own business. Those are all good ideas. Okay, effective, helpful thinking. Okay, but where you are confused is you wanted to copy and paste actions, business ideas that resulted in business failure. Instead of blindly copy something, okay, use it as an educational experience for your own learning. And don't copy and paste, copy and flip and paste. So I kept her pride in that company. I kept her pride in herself. I kept her ambition to start her own business. But I flipped her understanding of her experience with that company. I flipped her understanding of that company's history. Okay, from that is something to be emulated to something to be used as an educational example on what not to do. Okay, and then I kept her pride in herself being smart. Okay, so that was a good day, and that was a story of how you effectively turn someone's thinking around 180 degrees. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of the formula here, when you need someone to change their thinking 180 degrees, it's not a good idea. It's not the most effective thing to do to meet them head on, because you're going to have a collision. It's like 2 semi-trucks, each weighing 40 pounds or 80,000 pounds. One is going 65 miles this way. The other one's going 65 miles this way. So that's like 110 kilometers roughly. And then they're going to meet and collide, and you're going to have a big mess. Okay, not good. So don't confront them. Okay, and if you want to change their thinking 180 degrees. A more productive, a more helpful method is you start out going along the same direction at the same speed as they're going. So if they're going 65 miles an hour, 110 kilometers going east, you also want to go at the same speed going toward the same direction. And you come alongside of them. Okay, so you establish agreements. You make them feel you are in agreement with them. You are not here to insult them, to make them feel bad. And then you slow them down from 65 miles an hour, 110 kilometers, down to maybe 5 miles an hour, maybe 5 kilometers an hour. Okay, when they are slowed enough, you make your first 90-degree turn, and they will turn with you. And then you make your second 90-degree turn, and they will turn with you again. And after 2 90-degree turns, they have now just turned 180 degrees and pointed at the direction you want them to go at 5 miles an hour. Now they are pointed at the correct direction that you want them to go. It's the time to help them to push the accelerator pedal, and they will speed up. I'm sure you have seen TV infomercials, all right? They all use the same formula, okay? Be it a vacuum cleaner, a set of kitchen knives, or a mattress, okay? They all start with, don't you hate it? Your mattress is too soft, too firm, or what have you. Don't you hate it? Your kitchen knife is not sharp enough. Look, it can't even cut bread. Don't you hate it? Your vacuum cleaner has no power. It doesn't suck. You just push all this dirt around, okay? What are they doing? They're trying to get an agreement out of you. They're trying to demonstrate they are on your side, okay? They are trying to describe your problems. Now, I did the same thing with a young millennial in the seminar room. I started telling her my own story. I also worked for a tech startup, okay? We called it .com more than 20 years ago. And I lived here in this very town, okay? Number 2. And number 3, that tech startup, the .com, it also did not work out. See, we have at least three things in common. Okay, so you want to demonstrate I am in agreement with you, and I understand your pain and your suffering, because human nature has it that if you either intentionally or accidentally you make them feel you don't care about their pain and then their suffering, they will hate you. They will resent you. Okay? It's called let them eat cake. It just shows I don't care. All right? When people feel you don't care about their pain and their suffering, they will just hate you. But if you either intentionally or accidentally you got them to feel that you can feel their pain and then their suffering, and you understand their fear, their pain, their suffering, okay, they would not only like you, but they would automatically assume you have the solution to their problems. Okay, so back to the formula to create infomercials. First, you demonstrate you understand the consumer's pain with their mattress, with their kitchen knives, and with their vacuum cleaner. Okay, now you introduce the new innovative mattress. You introduce the new innovative set of kitchen knives, and you introduce the new innovative vacuum cleaner with this special new technology that has this special suction power. And then you show happy consumers using the product, the mattress, the kitchen knives, and the vacuum cleaner. Okay, so and then they are happy. They like seeing the new products and demonstrating the capabilities of the products on TV. And you tell them, in order to get this mattress, the knives, the vacuum cleaner, all you have to do is to make 3 easy payments of $99.99 plus $99.99 in shipping and handling. Okay, that is how you effectively influence and persuade. Okay, you change their thinking, therefore you change their feeling, and you change their behavior. Okay, with a young millennial, I did not attack her belief, her feeling. Okay, but I needed to change her behavior. And in order to change her behavior, I needed to change her feeling. And her feeling is so much all wrapped up in the failed company because that was the pride of her life. Okay, so in order to change her feeling, I changed her understanding, I changed her thinking, I changed her belief about the failed company. They failed because everything they did, they didn't do it right, they did it wrong. And me, being a good person, smart person, ambitious person, okay, there's no shame in having been associated with a failed company. There's shame in not learning. I'm so smart, I should learn from that failed experience for free. I'm so smart. See, I even utilized her pride in feeling smart about herself. Okay, so that's another story of effectively changing someone's behavior by changing their feeling, by changing their understanding. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So this way, when I release new educational videos, you will be notified and you will be the first to learn. And also, make sure you send this video to as many people as possible so we can all learn and grow together and help each other to grow together. We're in this together. And if you need private coaching, business consulting, or training, feel free to contact me. And my contact details are linked below.